It's that moment again, the one you dream of every night. La seule chose qui te préoccupe, c'est la gloire. Le cheminement de la réussite, of pushing yourself further than ever before. But the true glory is in the shadows. Les sacrifices que tu fais, quand toutes les chances sont contre toi. When you can't push one more second, chase the glory. Visez haut.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, just do it. Faites-le. Fox 40, celebrating more than a decade of the Fox 40 U Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U Sport. Veraburn, medical supply partner of varsity athletics since 1979. Partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. Barron, exclusive supplier of U Sports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues des championnats U Sport. Et par Mikasa, l'étoile montante du volleyball, le V200W, ballon officiel de U Sport. And by Mikasa, maker of volleyball's hottest star, the V200W, official volleyball of U Sports.
It is semi-final Saturday here at the Burridge Gymnasium. 4 teams remain, 3 from Canada West and 1 from the Atlantic Conference. Our first semi-final will feature the number 1 team in the tournament, the Manitoba Bisons, who knocked off the St. Mary's Huskies yesterday in 4. Alberta is here by virtue of a 3-0 victory over Montreal. Opening serve and much more after this on CBC Sports.
Marquise here, president of Canuck Stuff. And we've been standing behind our Overkill clothing and supporting athletes for over 30 years. And we're pumped to be part of this year's U Sports National Championships.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be there.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
Marquise here, president of Canuck Stuff. And this is a short video. Overkill short. Get yours today at overkill.ca.
Back inside the Burridge Gymnasium, it is the semi-finals of the U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship presented by Mikasa. Steve Clark, Lauren Bredner back here courtside. In the first one, we've got a Canada West matchup, a couple of teams who are very familiar with one another. Number 1 seed Manitoba and number 4 seed Alberta.
Yes, definitely. These teams are no strangers to one another, playing each other already this season in the Canada West Division. Coming up with the split there, Manitoba taking one game, Alberta taking the other. So this game will be very entertaining for sure.
A lot of mystery surrounding the U Sports Player of the Year. Rhea Syrinx didn't play yesterday. Lots of talk of whether or not she's going to play today. Looks like we have our answer. She's in the starting lineup.
Yeah, it's great to see Rhea Syrinx back in that starting lineup for the University of Manitoba. That Canada West playoff schedule is grueling for all teams involved, so I'm sure Manitoba had a little bit fatigued there, so I'm sure Syrinx will come out today after having that day of rest yesterday with a lot of energy for the Bisons.
Coach Ken Bentley said last night in the press conference, he said maybe she's got one game in her. Is the coach playing coy? I guess we're going to find out.
I guess we'll find out today and tomorrow.
What do we look at for some keys to victory? Let's start with Alberta first. They looked very good yesterday, defeating Montreal 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. This Alberta team is strong. I think the key for them is to remain aggressive today. They were one of the most aggressive teams yesterday in all of the quarterfinal matches, with Johnston and Moore having hitting percentages over 300, which is very impressive. The Bears will also look for their younger roster to make a difference tonight, especially from their U Sports Rookie of the Year, Abby Guzin.
And for Manitoba, the number 1 seed, the target on their back, as all number 1 seeds have. What do they need to do?
Yeah, I think it'll be important for setter Bentley here to spread the offense, maybe take a little bit of the load off of Syrinx. And we're going to be looking for veteran outside hitters like Uchechukwu, who had 18 kills yesterday. Wow. And middle Eve Katojo to carry some of that load for the offense tonight.
Abby Guzin will get things going here for us here. She'll be the first server for Alberta in white. Manitoba in the lighter tones of brown with the darker tone of brown for their numbers and names. And we've got a service error to get us going. 1-0 Bisons.
Yeah, Abby Guzin really went all for that serve. I'm sure she wishes she just took a little bit off to get in the court there.
Eve Katojo will be the first server for Manitoba. Goes a little bit left of center. Good floating serve. It'll be set up on the left side. Opportunity for Kalodi. And big strike there by Rhea Syrinx. Off the block, out of bounds. It is a point for Alberta.
Wow, Dixon, 6'3" middle on Alberta, posing a huge threat with her block there. What a strong move to start the game.
Ronnie Dixon now will serve from Edmonton into the net. So a couple of early service errors for the Pandas. They'll run it back now. Ella Gray out of Surrey, BC will serve for Manitoba. Gray down the line. Right down the middle, it was Johnston. Misfiring, we're tied at 2.
Yeah, Johnston took a little bit off of that as the set was just a little high there from Kalodi, but she was able to paint the line.
Correction, in. 2-2. Kalodi on the serve. Free opportunity for Moore, can't take advantage. Uchechukwu gets it over. In the middle, this time though, Moore does much better.
Wow, so powerful by Moore out of the middle, really taking advantage of that swing. Following her normal stride cross court, Arnold just doing her best to get a piece of that.
Kalodi with a good serve, and then that was miscommunication or a mistimed leap by Julia Arnold of Manitoba.
Yeah, I'm sure we're not going to see many of those moves tonight for sure.
So Kalodi continues. Great serve handled by Uchechukwu. She tries to finish. Napat there. Podolski got up. Syrinx, well, she looks in pretty good shape in the early going.
Yeah.
Lauren, that's her second attack.
No doubt about that. Bentley does a great job there. She's off the net. Blockers were not expecting that ball to go back, and she was able to find seams between the block of Alberta.
Syrinx, who in her 2 years has won the U Sports Rookie of the Year and the Player of the Year. Big serve, clips the line, and she's added an ace to her resume tonight.
Wow, Rhea Syrinx, so impressive. This year with CW Canada West, she was 4th in service aces, and that's no surprise there.
Big high toss by Syrinx, took a little something off it, great serve. Big block in the middle. Vasquez got up.
Badowski taking up space at the net there. Big 6-1 block against Tremblay on the other side.
Syrinx, another great serve. Napet handles it. They go short set middle, and Ali Moore makes no mistake.
Collodi, great set. That pass was just a little tight, forcing her to move back as a setter. Not ideal, but she's able to find her middle, put it down with authority. Very impressive.
Tremblay serving. Short set in the middle, not much steam by Badowski. Uchechikwa gets it sent back. Goodness, what a play.
Out of system ball there from Manitoba, so they really only had one option to go outside to Uchechukwu, and Alberta was waiting with the block.
Johnston got up. Tremblay the serve, clips the net. Uchechukwu drops it over. Opportunity here for Alberta. They'll set it up, nice block at the net as Johnston couldn't complete. Johnston, a second opportunity, adjusted her positioning. They go to Syrinx, and well placed is Collodi. Another opportunity for Alberta, and the point will go to Alberta. Abby Guzin with the strike.
Yeah, great shot by Guzin. High off the hands of the Manitoba block that was ultimately on the net. But if you'll notice, Steve, Rhea Syrinx is actually playing right side this match, not left side, maybe taking some of the load off of the passing for her here.
Great serve results in an ace, and it's been Collodi delivering from the service line for the Pandas. Timeout called by Manitoba. This might be a rhythm disrupting serve timeout by Ken Bentley. It's been a very fast start for Alberta.
Yeah, definitely a very fast start. I think they're doing the things that they know they do well as a team. They're staying aggressive. They're swinging so high and hard. I haven't seen any tips so far from this Alberta team, and I love to see that confidence in such a young roster.
Even though, you know, she's only missed a couple games, is there a reintegration kind of timeline an issue for Syrinx getting back into Manitoba's lineup?
Yeah, potentially. I think this team is very good and strong together, and I think they'll be able to rebound off of this. As we saw just from that replay, it was an excellent serve by Collodi, and I think this timeout, it's a lot of the, let's ice this server, let's get back, we got this next pass here.
Ken Bentley has been associated with this program since the 80s. I believe this is year number 40 for him. I'd say he's seen it all.
Definitely, I think that would be accurate.
So Tremblay will serve for Alberta coming out of the timeout. Set in the middle and unsuccessful was Badowski.
That was a great option for Manitoba to side out. You always run the middle with some confidence there. Unfortunately, Badowski was not able to get on top of that to deliver onto the other side of the court.
Tremblay, good serve. Uchechukwu handles it. Now she'll try to finish it. Great job by Napet defending, and down the line. Abby Guzin for Alberta. Fast start for the Pandas. They're up 10-5.
What a dig from Napet. Right outside the block. She read that hit like a book, delivering that fast set out to Guzin, who's 6'3". That's a really hard hit to be denied.
Tremblay again on the serve. Syrinx a little back of the net, but delivering a tremendous amount of power. And the serve will go back to Manitoba.
Katrina Bentley, so smart from Manitoba. She's running all the way to the other side of the court, is able to push it back for Syrinx to only have a one-person block, and she's able to capitalize.
Brenna Badowski on the serve. They'll go across, and it's good from Abby Guzin, and Guzin has been a feature part of the Alberta offense early.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup at the net right now. We have Katrina Bentley at 5'5" versus Abby Guzin at 6'3". She's using that size to her advantage against Bentley's block.
Uchechukwu does well off the power serve by Moore. Syrinx is able to not keep it in. There's an appeal, and
it looks like there was a touch off of Alberta's block there, Bison Point.
I don't think they have the score correct. We'll probably correct that as Uchechukwu gets set to serve. Now they will change it. 11-7 is our score. Uchechukwu floats one deep. Tremblay the return. Big! Almost block in the middle. Katojo got up there, but just couldn't get enough.
Yeah, definitely. Her hands just weren't quite sealed fully over the net, giving some space for the Alberta middle hitter to hit right down in front of her.
Lila Johnston. Cross court, Uchechukwu handles it. They'll set it up for Syrinx, and Syrinx has been in rhythm so far.
Yeah, I think we're going to be hearing that name a lot tonight. Rhea Syrinx, a threat in the front court and in the back court. Look at her long approach, so strong. She's able to get up and find the court there.
Syrinx had 39 kills in the 2 games versus Alberta this year. Back set, and a really nice job by Ronnie Dixon to really angle her body to get the point.
Yeah, this Alberta team is very athletic. Kolodi knows her hitters so well. She runs that slide so fast out to Dixon, who's able to capitalize with just a one-person block on the other side.
Guzin, just long.
The Bisons will rely on Katojo here to go on a little bit of a run with her serve to get back in this game.
Katojo had 7 kills in 16 attempts against Montreal. Floats a serve. Nappet handles it. They'll set it up again. And Uchechukwu can't handle it after the first attempt by Bentley went astray. It was again Ronnie Dixon.
Wow, that play looks very familiar. We saw this a couple moves ago. Kolodi going back to what works best for Alberta on that slide with Dixon.
Dixon to serve. Great serve, sailing just over the net. This time they set up Syrinx on the other side. Roll shot, and scrambling was Manitoba. Beautifully disguised shot there.
Abby Guzman, so smart for her rookie status. She sees that there's only one block and the defense is way deep into the court. She's able just to pop it right over top to score.
Dixon, good serve, handled by Arnold, set up for Syrinx. And that is Player of the Year type delivery by Syrinx.
Yeah, Syrinx showing no signs of being tired out there. She is swinging confidently and powerfully for the Bisons right now.
Ella Gray. Misdirection doesn't work. Scrambling was Arnold. Dropped over by Badowski, and that's good enough.
Great hustle play by the Bisons. Julia Arnold doing a great job reading that Kolodi dump over the net. And Bentley forcing the middle run, which Alberta was not expecting there. Tip to score.
Here's Gray. Tremblay the return. Tremblay to finish. Kept alive by Ukweke. Up it goes again. Set up on the left side, and just enough by Tremblay. Great composure by Alberta.
Definitely. What a great shot by Tremblay. 2 great shots back to back. Bison's being able to pick up the first, and she delivers on the second off the block.
That one is sailed long by Collodi. Suriggs will make her second trip to the service line. And Suriggs is somebody, the way that she carries herself just looks like a star. As I say that, she sails one almost to the back wall.
Yeah, her serve is so great. As I mentioned, she's 4th in service aces, but also 2nd for service errors. It's a high-risk, high-reward serve that she has, and she just fired that one long there.
Tremblay. Uchechukwu returning. Uchechukwu. It was a fantastic attempt by Napick, but when that much power is delivered, not much you can do.
Yeah, checking out this replay here. Look at how high she's contacting the ball there, up and over top of that tall Alberta block to score for the Bisons.
Badowski on the serve. Manitoba trying to climb back into this one. Free hit for Uchechukwu, and she delivers.
Smart play on the Bison side there, doing nothing too fancy, just putting the ball back on the Alberta side with that block by Uchechukwu.
Badowski a little bit left of center. Great serve, Tremblay, though, got down to handle it. It was a good improvisation attempt by Guzin, but it was out of bounds.
Yeah, good idea by Guzin, trying to put that ball deep to scramble the Bisons a bit, but with their training, they trusted it, they followed it right to the line, and it was out.
Manitoba cutting the Alberta lead to 17-15. It was as high as 6 for Alberta. What has Manitoba sort of done to turn the tide a little bit here?
Yeah, definitely. I think they found their rhythm and confidence again, and I think that was led through Suriggs. She has been delivering in attacks for this team, and I think their other teammates are realizing, hey, we can do this too, and they're rising to the occasion here.
We were watching her very closely in the warm-up to see her level of participation, looking for any sign of a tweak, a little bit of a limp, a little bit of a cringe. Saw nothing.
She's a pro. She is a pro, and she's ready for this game, and you can tell that now.
Alberta out of the timeouts. They're ready to go. They've played well here in the first and have earned this 17-15 lead, but the #1 team is pushing back as we expected. Badowski still serving. Napick really had to scramble, and then misfiring was Guzin as she tried to take something off the shot.
Great intention and vision by Guzin to realize that the pot was indeed open for that tip. However, she just miscalculated, didn't quite give it that extra push to get over the net.
So Badowski looking to lead her team to a tie here with the serve. Set up again for Guzin, blocked. They'll go middle set. Great diving play made by Badowski. Guzin, oh my goodness, lots of power. This time Badowski could do nothing with it. Alberta will get the serve back.
Guzin is out here playing like a senior. That set was a little inside for her, and she just moves so fast and quickly to the ball with such power to deliver that cross-court hit. Wow, she is good.
6 kills against Montreal as Ali Moore sends it into the net. Right back it goes to Manitoba. And Light Uchechukwu. Her association with the head coach Ken Bentley goes back before she became a Manitoba Bisons player. Played club ball, and Bentley very much involved there, and involved on that play, Lila Johnston.
Collodi doing a great job psyching out Manitoba Bisons on the middle. Katojo thought that it was going to Dixon in the middle, so she wasn't able to close that block, leaving so much space for Johnston to work with.
And Johnston from Edmonton drops it over. Arnold the return. Gray will get it over. And then over it goes from Collodi. Middle set. Nice work, Eve Katojo.
Katojo, so smart and brave with that shot. Going up against Dixon and Guzans, both 6'3" blocks. She's able to squeak it right around there. Great shot.
Katrina Bentley. They'll set it up, and Dixon got it over. Middle set. And it looked like it was Bentley who was the one, no correction. It was Katojo again in there.
That was such a fast offense, run in transition by Bentley. Kudos to her and Katojo for connecting on that one. Alberta was not ready.
Set up for Guzan. Great scramble by Arnold. Oh, and Sarinkson getting it over. A rare mistake. Manitoba can't take advantage of the great defense.
Wow, Arnold really laying it out there. She was first in Canada West for digs and digs per set, and that is very obvious. That was such a smart move. She was able to read and anticipate that. She is very good.
So here's Guzan again, 6'3". Arnold will set it up. Sarinks cross court. Missed. Tough shot, but we know Sarinks can make that shot.
Here we have Almonte coming into the game for the Bisons. She played a little bit yesterday in that quarterfinal match before leaving the game with a potential injury, but good to see that she's healthy for this game.
Guzan with the serve. Cross court, Sarinks, great defense by Nappit, short set middle, and on the violation, the point will go to Manitoba. Ronnie Dixon will protest.
Yeah, head ref did think that Dixon took that ball a little bit too low, causing her to lift it over the net. Bison's point.
Chloe Ellerbrock will serve for Manitoba. Manitoba will set it up, and Tremblay got it over. Off hands, that was Almonte with the attempt. And great shot on the left side. Tremblay.
Alberta really working and communicating well here as a team. Look at that push set from Collodi all the way out to her target on the left side. Tremblay does not miss on that one.
So Misha Hamid comes in to serve. And not yet, there is a timeout. Alberta armed with a 2-point lead. It's Manitoba utilizing their second and final timeouts. Close game, as we expected.
Definitely a really close game. It's 2 points away, and I think anything is possible out of this timeout. Talk about maybe a momentum shift here. Both teams are probably talking about communicating effectively, continuing to stay aggressive and swing hard, and I think run a fast offense. As we see from this replay here, both teams doing a great job capitalizing on the sets that are provided right on target. Both setters are doing a great job diversifying that offense and giving their hitters the best chance to score.
Justine Collodi is the setter for Alberta. She is actually from Winnipeg. Did an outstanding job on the setup there. So here's Misha Hamid. Sarinks. Opportunity. Pandas off the net, but just enough done by Johnston.
Wow, gotta love that swing by Johnson, just clipping the top of the the net and able to score on the Bison side, and all smiles after that one on the Alberta side.
Alberta 2 points away from a 1-0 lead here. Number 4 Alberta, number 1 Manitoba. Hamid with an ace to make it 24-20.
Wow, what a clutch serve. This close in the game, going a little deep with the serve, painting the line. Great shot.
Ken Bentley will bring in Emma Benson to help out with service return. Hamid serving for set number 1. Already scrambling is Alberta. Syrinx, though, does well to try and go offensive. Set up again for Syrinx, and that was great work by the setter Bentley to get that ball where she needed it to get to.
Bentley so confident with her abilities here. Look at her game face. She was falling to the ground on that set, and she still delivers it all the way outside for Syrinx to get a great approach and attack.
Ella Gray serving to keep Manitoba in this set. All hands on deck on defense for the Bisons. Tremblay finishes set number 1. Alberta will win 25-21, and they have handed the number 1 team a setback here in the semifinal.
For sure. Alberta came out firing that game. They did exactly what Coach Carolyn O'Dwyer says are their strengths. They're good when they're playing risk and free, and that's exactly what we saw.
Back with set number 2 after this on CBC Sports.
Parce que le sport, c'est bien plus que des résultats.
C'est aussi des analyses et des dossiers qui nous plongent au cœur d'un univers complexe et en mutation.
C'est vraiment incroyable.
Suivez les actualités sportives sur radiocanada.ca et sur l'appli Info.
Mark Hees here, president of Canuck Stuff, and we've been standing behind our Overkill clothing and supporting athletes for over 30 years. We're pumped to be part of this year's U Sports National Championships.
Parce que le sport, ça se regarde en direct. Soyez au cœur de l'action avec les web diffusions en direct d'événements sportifs.
Immense. J'ai des frissons. Welcome back into Burridge Gymnasium as the U Sports semifinal continues between Alberta and Manitoba. That first set will go to Alberta, and I do want to quickly give credit to head coach Carolyn O'Dwyer and her ability to maintain composure and a positive attitude even when Manitoba managed to go on a bit of a run there. You know, that's one of the biggest things that her team loves about her. You watch her on the sidelines, it's very interesting because she does have this balance of being serious but then cracking a smile every so often. I had a chance to talk to Alberta libero, Callista Napa, and she said that Carolyn brings this sort of life and energy to the gym that they need. But we also know that it's not just a personality thing that this coach provides, it's also experience coming from the national team. She said she brought back a lot of culture and also technical things. So I would imagine going into this third set, her guidance and leadership, a valuable asset to this Alberta side. Guys?
Yeah, thanks very much, Mackenzie. It is one of those great things. All the coaches have been great to meet and deal with here so far this weekend, but Carolyn O'Dwyer, the way she switches from talking strategy again to those lighter-hearted moments, definitely been very enjoyable.
Definitely. I think this Alberta team really values having Carolyn O'Dwyer leading this team. She's no stranger to the Alberta program, having been an assistant coach there for a long time. However, I think her expertise now as a head coach is what's really helping this Alberta team move far.
16 kills, 35 attacks for Alberta with 4 errors, .343 percentage. Any team will take those sorts of numbers in a set.
Yeah, definitely. Carolyn O'Dwyer actually spoke to the fact that when Alberta limits those errors, they play the best. And here we see them having only 4 versus the Manitoba 6. So, I mean, they're doing their job on the side of the net for keeping a clean game, attacking consistently and aggressively. And we'll see what comes out here in the second set.
Rhea Syrinx, 6 kills in 14 attacks. For now, we can put any injury discussion aside, don't you think?
Definitely. She's showing no sign of injury at this point.
Manitoba getting us going here in set number 2, right down the pipe. Johnston.
Johnston just a little bit long there. I'm sure she wishes she had that one back, but she'll look to side out here.
Katrina Bentley serving. Set up in the middle. Dixon couldn't finish. Syrinx drops it over. Dixon again with Chechaku, good defense. Syrinx a second time. The hands got up from Alberta with Collodi and Dixon, but the point will go to Manitoba as it was out of bounds.
Syrinx so strong, working with not a huge approach there, but she's still able to elevate up into the air and hit that hard off the hands and out of bounds.
Collodi the set, and right into the net is Layla Johnston.
Yeah, that set was maybe a little low for Johnston there to really extend through the ball and hit at her highest contact point. I'm sure that'll change this set by Collodi.
Great start from Katrina Bentley from the service line. This time to Guzin. So much power, it hit the basketball net that's way up high here, but is deemed to be out of bounds.
Arnold does a great job reading that hit fully. However, she just doesn't absorb it quite enough, so it hits the roof and out of bounds.
Here's Guzin. Chechaku on the return. Great job and great anticipation. Ronnie Dixon got up.
Yeah, despite her best efforts, Katrina Bentley goes up to kind of psych out the Alberta block, but Dixon gets up there, slams it right back down.
Guzin, great serve. Syrinx, power by Syrinx. 4-2, Manitoba.
Wow, what a great shot by Syrinx there. Hard, cross court, finds the floor. Textbook.
Eve Katojo. Go from left of center. Set up. Tremblay can't finish. Another opportunity for Alberta. Tremblay again just drops it over. Set up on the right side. Great job there. Ella Gray out of Surrey, BC.
Yeah, we're looking on this Manitoba side here, and it looks like Coach Bentley has made a strategic adjustment and moved Gray back over to the right and Syrinx on the left side. So let's see if that changes the game plan a bit for Manitoba here.
So Katojo right into the middle. Napet handles it to the left side. Tremblay really got on top of the ball.
Wow, Tremblay has a very high contact point. She's able to use her arms in her approach to jump super high, cut that ball right around the Bison block.
So here's Dixon, who's been an imposing presence in the middle for the Pandas. Chechaku on the return, short set, and that is no problem at all for Badowski.
Great run by Badowski. Katrina Bentley, was on the run towards that left side, and she stayed with her this whole way, was able to capitalize on that quick set.
So Manitoba out of the gates fast, maintaining the lead. Gray with the serve. They'll set it up, coming down the middle. It is out of bounds, though, as Guzin couldn't connect.
Great idea by Guzin. Swings away from that Bison block. Unfortunately, she just wasn't able to find court there.
Gray will adjust her position. Great serve, dipping over the net, right down the pipe again this time. Guzin keeps it in play.
Collodi showing great confidence in rookie Guzman there. Sets her again from the back row. And that time she's able to capitalize by scoring in the court.
Collodi to serve. Great serve. Syrinx almost into the crowd. And then a miscommunication between Arnold and Chechaku. And it all goes for naught.
I'm sure Arnold really wants that one back to send over the court after the awesome hustle by Syrinx.
And this time, Peloti sends it long and out of bounds. Syrinx. Into the net for Syrinx, right back to Alberta. Syrinx talked to us a lot about the attention she was getting from the UBC fans when Manitoba was on their way to winning Canada West. And she does acknowledge hearing it. It obviously doesn't affect her, but she hears a lot of the crowd. Serve now by Tremblay, set up for Uchechukwu.
So sweet. Uchechukwu gets up so high, goes fully around that Alberta block of Moore and Johnston. No problem. Hard cross right at Guzin.
Badowski. Nappet straight up in the air. Peloti the set. Johnston got it over. Uchechukwu. My goodness. That's back-to-back for Uchechukwu.
Yeah, we'll look to Alberta here to see if they adjust their block. They're giving Uchechukwu a lot of cross-court clearly, and she's been scoring. Wouldn't be surprised if they move a little bit closer into the court the next time she swings.
Here's Badowski. Great serve by Badowski. Tremblay did well. Guzin couldn't finish. She'll try again. Coming right at us.
Wow. Guzin, what a swing. She's got quite the arm, unleashing such a powerful hit right off the arms of Badowski into the media section here.
It did come right at us here. I'll climb back from under the table that I was when that ball came here. Mackenzie Barwell showing the athleticism as well as great hosting as the serve sails out of bounds. I don't know what you were doing. You're the former athlete. I mean, I expected you to dive across the table.
My head was in the game for commentary. Couldn't move.
11-7 Bisons here in set number 2. Alberta leading 1-0. Here's Light Uchechukwu with the serve. That one just kept on going.
Yeah, good communication by this Alberta team. You hear even the bench calling and helping their team out by saying that ball is out of bounds. Love to see it.
Lila Johnston. Set up and great power by Ella Gray. Got it through the block.
Yeah, great taking advantage of the smaller of the block, Peloti at 5'10", really hitting it hard off of her hands, out of bounds for the point.
Here's Katrina Bentley. Guzin looks to finish what she started. Uchechukwu, back set, Gray just gets it over. Nappet sets it up. Great, powerful strike by Guzin. Excellent attempt by Arnold to try and dive, but keep that going.
Yeah, Guzin's contact is so high. She hits it just over the block into 6, which is where the block is supposed to be covering. Arnold does a great job at trying to dive and getting a piece of that ball.
Guzin on the serve, Gray the return, set up now. They'll go in the middle again, and Dixon can't finish. To the left side! And it's Tremblay getting it through the block.
Alberta is rolling. Peloti is running such a fast and diverse offense here. Manitoba's not able to form and seal the block on the left side in time for Tremblay to squeak one through there.
Guzin, great serve at Uchechukwu. Great return, and then short set defended well by Johnston, but it's out of bounds. Katojo delivered the strike from the middle.
What a great angle by Katojo, going away from where her body was facing into 1 for that hit. She's able to capitalize on Johnston perhaps not being ready for that one.
So Katojo to serve. Just a high floating serve. Tremblay, Uchechukwu defends. Great play at the net by Bentley. They'll go to Gray, and they will call the violation on the net against Alberta.
Credit to Badowski on the Bison side. She psychs out Dixon in the middle. So Dixon, last minute, had to make a run all the way to left side, causing her to go on the net there with Tremblay.
Kotojo, 14-10, Manitoba. Peloti, the set just dropped over by Dixon from the right side. Oh, that is all Rhea Syrinx. And she'll take those shots all night long.
Wow, what a great option for Manitoba. Sprawling set by Bentley. Out of system, Syrinx is still able to deliver.
Timeout will be called by Alberta. Manitoba with a 15-10 lead. Of course, you expect the #1 team, Lauren, to push back here, but they have jumped out in front early and they've maintained that lead, and that's the important thing.
Definitely, they're working a little bit harder this game, and they're being rewarded with those extra points here in their lead against Alberta.
And here's that last point by Syrinx.
Yeah, pass was just a little bit off the net for Peloti. Tip over by Dixon. That was a smart move. She realized the middle was in the back row, but Kotojo ready for it. Able to help set up Bentley for the assist for Syrinx.
The setters here, I mean, we're looking at the best of the best teams. What the setters from all of the teams, particularly the two here, have been able to do to set up their big hitters has been something else.
Something else. We're looking at another level of intelligence with these setters here today, and I think in general credit to a lot of the setters in Canada. The setting game is getting so much better, faster, smarter, stronger. It's quite impressive, and we're seeing that here tonight too with Peloti and Bentley.
Peloti is 5'10", Bentley the smaller one at 5'5", each equally effective for their teams. Here's Kotojo. Nap it on the return. They'll set it up for Tremblay. Great misdirection by Tremblay.
Yeah, very smart. Coaches always say if you're going to tip the ball, you better tip to score. Tremblay right over the block to that open court. Bentley diving for it, just not able to pick it up.
Ronnie Dixon. Short set, what a set by Bentley, and Badowski pounds it down.
Bentley, what a skilled play. She is so athletic. Pass was tight to the net. She goes up and is able to one hand push and find the middle in Badowski for the kill. Wow.
Gray sends it right back to Alberta. A quick word again as we looked at that replay, how she avoided the net as well was something else.
She's so athletic. She can jump so high and just stay off the net and still get the job done with her set.
Peloti goes cross court, great serve. Gray had difficulty with it. Uchechukwu, Napet defending. Here's Tremblay. They'll set it up for Uchechukwu. Tough shot. She finds the line though. That is something you can't teach.
No, definitely not. Very skilled on that Manitoba side, staying involved in the game from pass set to the attack there, finding that back line.
Rhea Syrinx, listed at 6 foot, looks taller than that. Legs are extremely long. Great serve by Syrinx. They'll set it up in the middle, and somehow Alberta is able to keep it alive. Big block at the net, and out of that scramble, it is Alberta getting the points. And it's a pretty unhappy Manitoba bench as there was all sorts of net contact and scrambling by Alberta.
Alberta does their best to stay in that point there. Lots of maybe some risky plays at the net, but they ultimately got the point.
Back set, Syrinx. And again, it's Bentley, the perfect set.
The Bisons are back. They are back. They are rolling here with their offense. They're staying aggressive, swinging high and hard off of this very tall Alberta team.
Here's Brenna Badowski. Back to Alberta on the service error.
I'm sure that's one thing that Coach Bentley's going to be bringing up in his next timeout or set change is the service errors and maybe limiting those the best they can while still taking some risk. Very hard to do.
Yes. So Misha Hamid, whose serves helped close out the set for Alberta in set number 1, is back in, dropping one in. Here's Yachechukwu off the net. Great block by, attempted block by Yachechukwu as we all marvel at the power of Abby Guzin.
Are you kidding me? Abby Guzin, what a swing. Really taking such a sharp angle, the sharpest we've seen, or I've seen this Canada Nationals. It's just so impressive. Wow.
Hamid gives it back to Manitoba, 19-15 for the Bisons. So Light Yachechukwu on the serve. I'll run it through the middle off the block, Ronnie Dixon.
Great option for Alberta to side out there. Run the middle, run it fast. Floaty off the net, she's able to still get that set right in Dixon's wheelhouse so she can crank it off the block.
Here's Lila Johnston. Struggling with it was Arnold. And from the back, Yachechukwu. But they're going to call the violation against Alberta, so the point will go to Manitoba.
Yeah, lucky break for Manitoba. You got to be good to be lucky, and they get a net call going their way.
Bentley, right back middle for Tremblay. Guzin set it up again and again. Yachechukwu can't control it, no fault of hers. That's just pure power.
You see Coach Carolyn O'Dwyer here talking to her athletes on the court, really pumping her hands. Let's play calm, let's play confident, back to our game, slow it down, and that's what I think Alberta's gonna look to do here.
Guzin, is this the time Alberta makes their run? Not this point as Syrinx delivers.
Rhea Syrinx, hear her name time and time again for this Bison's team. Does a great job swinging down the line, targeting Justin Colodey's hands. This is not quite pressed over the net fully enough. Syrinx takes advantage.
Didn't play in yesterday's game, the 3-1 victory over St. Mary's. All sorts of questions around our participation. Taking a regular spot here this evening from right down the pipe. That is Guzin, who has been outstanding all evening long.
Guzin playing so well. Great option for her out of the back row. There's no block there for the Bisons. Badowski doesn't go up for some reason, and she's got full court to play with.
So here's Janelle Skinner from Spruce Grove, Alberta, 5'7", ready to come in and serve. That is an ace. That is what you want from your substitution.
It's exactly the type of play for this momentum switch and turnaround by Alberta. Bisons are going to look to side out here to keep the lead.
Another great serve. And able to deliver. Ella Gray will stop any questions about momentum switching to Alberta.
Gray, such power. She really put everything she had into that approach to get up high in the air and hit that ball with such ferociousness cross court. They couldn't handle it on the Alberta side.
So Gray to serve. Set up, and Tremblay defended in the back. Yachechukwu couldn't get it beyond the block into the net, 22-20.
Yeah, she looked like her approach was just a little late there, so she didn't contact the ball exactly where she wanted it. So she'll side out here.
Colodey. And they will call the net violation against Alberta. 2 points from locking this one up at 1. The Manitoba Bison will serve with Rhea Syrinx.
Yeah, Moore was a little too eager there on that hit by Badowski. Moore was second in the Canada West for blocks per set, so I'm sure she was really reading and anticipating that and just unfortunately flipped the net.
So good time for Alberta to take a timeout here. We are courtside at the Burridge Gym on the campus of McMaster University for the U Sports Women's Volleyball Championships presented by Mikasa, Steve Clark, Lauren Bredner. And again, we see Manitoba on the precipice of tying this one up. And you know they just want to finish strong. And again, the momentum needs to continue. Alberta hasn't been able to go on a run here to kind of knock Manitoba off their perch here in the second.
Yeah, agreed. This has been Manitoba's set from the start. Alberta's been just a little bit behind the 8 ball in terms of having those opportunities for momentum. And I think that comes with their serving. They haven't quite been on target this set, and I think they'll look to really capitalize on that moving forward.
Syrinx to serve. She's been a little bit inconsistent this evening serving. Not unexpected as she didn't play yesterday. No problem with that one. Great diving play by Nappet. And then a roll shot by Tremblay. Cross court set. Uchechukwu set up perfectly by Bentley. Set point.
Wow, what a great job by the Bisons to keep in system. Bentley having every single option open for her, but she fires it out to the left side to her buddy, Uchechukwu, who's able to deliver.
Syrinx serving to close out the set. 24-21 back to Alberta on the side out. Lauren Tremblay. Uchechukwu. Bentley, Uchechukwu closing out the set. 25-21. After Alberta wins 25-21 in the first, Manitoba responds. Settle in, Lauren Bredner. We might be here for a long time.
I think we might be. Both of these teams, such good effort, and their ability to respond to each other so quickly and not react is just next level. You wouldn't think that these athletes are, you know, late teens, early 20s. They're playing like they're pros out there.
At the U Sports Women's Volleyball Championships presented by Mikasa, set number 3 coming up next on CBC Sports.
Mark Hees here, president of Canuck Stuff. And we've been standing behind our overkill clothing and supporting athletes for over 30 years. We're pumped to be part of this year's U Sports National Championships.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Parce que le sport, c'est aussi des parcours inspirants. Un regard unique sur l'humain derrière l'athlète.
Exploiter mon potentiel au maximum, c'est un truc de fou.
Découvrez les récits numériques et vidéos de Podium sur radiocanada.ca et sur l'appli Info. Parce que le sport, ça se regarde en direct. Soyez au cœur de l'action avec les web-diffusions en direct d'événements sportifs.
Immense. J'ai des frissons.
Feel every hit, goal, and celebration as if you're standing right on the sideline, immersing you in the game like never before, bringing heart-pounding action directly to millions of fans. We deliver unparalleled simplicity and tailor-made digital broadcasting solutions crafted to make you feel every moment in a way like never before. Our passionate team ensures your message reaches audiences reliably every time. Proudly Canadian, we bring a touch of innovation and our passion to the world stage. ISI Live, be.
Welcome back back inside Burridge Gymnasium, everyone, for the semi-final matchup between the Bisons, and we've got Alberta over here. Now listen, this game has been neck and neck, but we know what each side can bring, and I think that one of the biggest things I've noticed after talking with Ken Bentley is that there's been a lot of back and forth, and you know what, guys? I'm going to have to send it back to you, okay? Steve, let's go to you. Thank you.
Okay, thanks very much, Mackenzie. As we take a look at the Alberta bench, now the key is they've got to respond to Manitoba, who really were outstanding in all facets of the game in that set.
Yeah, definitely. Manitoba upped their game in that set. A lot more digs. Their hitting percentage is what stands out. They were able to capitalize on all of the attacks they had. First set, they had 167. Now they're at a hitting percentage of 386. Look at that number. That is a huge increase for them.
Surinks leading the way, 11 kills and a 381 percentage. And Alberta, I mean, they didn't dip that much in the second set. It's just that Manitoba elevated their game.
Yeah, definitely. No shade to Alberta at all. They played extremely well. Abby Guzin, 12 kills. That is fantastic for anybody, let alone a first year. And their hitting percentage as well, 333. Like, they're still doing great. They're in this game, and it'll just be which team can adjust their game plan ever so slightly to get the edge on the other here.
What is it like set to set? These teams only have, what, I think 5 minutes tops to kind of make those tweaks and adjustments. But I guess a lot of the analysis and practice and just instinct all comes into play because, you know, it's not easy to make those adjustments on the fly.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think any team is really looking to change the game plan in between the sets. It's just who is better at going back to the game plan, able to capitalize on what they know and their tactical plays that they're looking to do. They're looking to get back into their mojo or continue going with it if you're Manitoba. So we'll see who's able to get back to game plan, keep composure here in the third.
Matching 25-21 scores. First set belonged to Alberta, second one to Manitoba. Set number 3 upon us. Manitoba lost the third set yesterday, 26-24 to St. Mary's, and people were kind of thinking maybe, you know, no Surinks, is there an upset? But they responded well. We'll see how they respond tied at 1 here. Alberta, of course, swept Montreal yesterday. Guzin gets us going. And Surinks has to scramble, and over it goes, courtesy of Arnold. Diving play by Arnold, Yachechukwu. And then Bentley gets it over. Alberta, though, they've got the momentum, and they've got the point as well. Lauren Tremblay.
Yeah, free ball to Alberta. You don't want to give many of those over the net to them. They're able to capitalize with a quick outside set to Tremblay there. Sneaks it through the unclosed block.
So here's Guzin. What a serve by Guzin. It just dropped on Ella Gray for the ace.
Such a skilled serve. Contacts that so high, so much float on that ball. Able to drop right in front of Gray.
Gray handles this one much better. Set up for Surinks. Off the block diving play made by Tremblay. Has to hustle to try and finish. Keeps it away from the net. They'll go right down the middle for Guzin.
Wow.
What a shot.
What an option. I don't think anyone was expecting that. Us, the fans, or Manitoba. Colodi setting it right back to the pipe for Abby Guzin. No block, scores right down into 6.
This middle set, they disguised it beautifully. And Katojo buried it.
I have yet to see such a fast offense to the middle. Bentley does such a good job delivering it when they're already at the peak of their approach and their arm is already high. So impressive for this Manitoba team.
Katojo with that looping serve. Back set, great diving play made by Bentley. They back set it again, and this time Dixon gets it a little bit to the right. No Bentley there to play it 4-1.
I think I'm going to rename it the Dixon slide. She's 3 for 4 in that slide in that same spot every single time. Cross court into 1. Manitoba's going to have to look to adjust for that attack.
Ronnie Dixon, oh, that one's in. Manitoba let it go, and then it just landed inside the line for the ace.
Love that energy from Dixon, from one huge attack on the slide to delivering an ace on the backcourt.
There was a thought that Manitoba was going to call a timeout. Ken Bentley says, we're going to play a little bit more. That one does go long. Side out.
Just the thought of a timeout from Ken Bentley ices the server.
Ella Gray. Set up in the middle, and goodness me, Allie Moore.
Wow, Moore, great job there, fast attack. Arnold was not expecting that, to the point where she just ended up catching the ball. It was way too fast for her.
Syrinx, what a job Syrinx does, tumbling over a chair to keep it in play. She's right back in the play to help out with the block and keep it going. Up it goes, Chechiko, oh, what a point by Manitoba. The point of the match for the Bisons.
Wow, if that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what will. Stand up, Manitoba. Bisons fans, Syrinx laying it all out, races back, gets the touch on the block. And Light Uchechiku does such a good job literally playing for the team there and getting the point.
Syrinx went over the chair and came right back onto the court. That's why she's Player of the Year. As I see her sail a serve into the net. Doesn't take away from what she did on that point before.
Oh, definitely not. We won't be forgetting that for a long time.
Lauren Tremblay. Middle set, what a block though, Allie Moore stepping up.
Great job from Moore for rating that. That set was a little bit higher than we're used to seeing from Manitoba. She's patient on the Alberta side of the net and goes up and really pushes and seals that block for Alberta.
So a timeout call by Manitoba. I want to go back to a point that you've been making as well. First of all, let's take a look at this point. Great point by Manitoba.
Syrinx, the ball at that point is coming from over her head, like she's grabbing that ball and she can't even see it. Does such a good job. And Manitoba supporting her. Great set out to the left side, and Uchechiku delivers for the Bison, rewarding that effort by her teammates.
But then right after that point, service error, and then the response by Alberta. I love a team that doesn't get fazed by that big point by Manitoba, because it could have been a momentum swing.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I think any team might be rattled by that. But I think Alberta's confidence shows here.
This is the point that sent us into the timeout. Great solo block.
Moore doing a great job there reading that play.
Tremblay to serve. The Chechikwu. Napick got there, and then the point will go to Manitoba.
We're seeing Uchechiku light it up, no pun intended there, on the court. She is doing everything she can to really be a leader offensively for this team. Take some of the load off of Syrinx. She's doing a great job.
Middle set miss hit by Grace. Syrinx diving. Everybody diving. It's over from Manitoba. Set up, and another great attempt in the back by Gray, but Guzin was able to find the open spot.
Alberta running so many different options out there, hitting aggressively, tipping the ball, off speed. That's what you need to do to be successful, really mix it up, and that's what they're doing out there.
Allie Moore with a complete misfire. 9-5. Light Uchechukwu. 18 kills yesterday, really stepped up in the absence of Rhea Syrinx. Set up, and Guzin, we are continuing to see her succeed and deliver for the Pandas.
Yeah, definitely. Guzin, such a force on that left side, swinging high over the block of Bentley to find the court in 6.
Johnston with the serve, Arnold the return, they'll set it up, and Gray's attempt sent back. They'll try again. This time she just drops it over, middle set. Dixon can't finish. Syrinx off the block, and the rally killer Syrinx in a good way.
Yeah, definitely. Syrinx just standing out on this side alone. Alberta not expecting her to get the ball in that backcourt. Block does not quite form properly. She's able to take advantage off of those high hands.
Trina Bentley on the serve. From down the middle, Tremblay with the roll. In the middle they go. And Katojo can't finish. Again down the middle, it's Tremblay. And Bentley couldn't control. 11-6 Pandas.
Yeah, Alberta showing they can run this backcourt ball efficiently and effectively in system and out of system, with Tremblay running both options in that one rally.
Here's Guzin. Gray had all sorts of trouble with it. She'll look to finish, and she does finish. It was all done by the fine work of Katrina Bentley to set her up.
What an athletic play. That set was just a little bit low for Gray, but she was able to quickly speed up her approach to get that ball hard cross shot to score for the Bisons.
11-7 though, it's still Alberta with the 4-point lead. Here's Katojo. Napat handles it. Right down the middle, that is a perfectly placed shot from Abby Guzin.
Wow, what placement. She hit her target right on, deep into one. Abby Guzin hits around that Manitoba block, over the head of Bentley to score.
Here's Dixon. Set up in the middle perfectly for Badowski.
Badowski with authority puts that ball down, sending a message to Alberta. We're not done here. We are ready to go, and almost to her setter, Bentley, hit me again.
Here's Gray. Tough setup, and Syrinx. Give her a free shot like that, and she'll make you pay.
Yeah, definitely we're seeing Manitoba have Syrinx back on this right side now. They're really keeping it interesting. Maybe that's the game plan, to keep Manitoba or Alberta on their toes a little bit, not knowing where she's gonna hit.
Short set middle for Ali Moore. Here's Uchechukwu, got really over on top of that and hit it long.
She was looking for hands there on that high contact, just missing over top and out the back with that attack.
Kolodi. Set up in the middle, and Badowski does well. Cross court, beautiful shots by Lila Johnston.
The Manitoba block is giving her so much cross. They're set up line on her. She finds that angle, scoring almost on the attack line.
Kolodi, Gray, the return. Set up, Syrinx gets it sent back. Again, it was Ali Moore who got up there along with Tremblay. Timeout, Manitoba.
Wow, what a set we're witnessing so far. Alberta has really adjusted their game. They're playing with a little bit more confidence, I see, at the net with their block. And Manitoba, they're gonna really have to look to get more creative with their shots if they want to be successful around that big Alberta block.
We look inside the Manitoba huddle. And Ken Bentley giving instructions to his team. Teams are looking to book a spot in tomorrow night's final. UBC Acadia is going to be our second semifinal. Well, it's an animated Ken Bentley, but I'm wondering what Manitoba has to do on the court to try and turn the tide a little bit here.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's maybe providing a little bit more tactical tweaks to the game, but I think ultimately what I'm seeing is that the team needs to maybe come together a little bit better, play more as a team, really communicate more effectively and be unified out there. And I think that's the main message that we have coming out. Let's be more as a team here and work hard, and we'll be rewarded for that.
Justine Collodi to serve. Gray had trouble. Syrinx gets it up, and Uchechekwe gets it over. They'll set it up, though. Beautiful shot, Lauren Tremblay.
Both of these teams are so good. Anytime they get a free ball, they have delivered with an attack and kill this game. So we're going to have to really work on delivering heavy hits over the net to limit those options.
All sorts of scrambling. Gray gets it to Uchechekwe after Arnold had trouble. They'll set it up in the middle. Allie Moore with the exclamation point.
Wow. Great middle run by Moore there. One-on-one with her blocker. She turns her body, faces one, and delivers right down the line.
No more timeouts left for Manitoba. The players are going to have to play this one out themselves. Syrinx will start the comeback trail with a beautiful, undefended strike.
I'm seeing Arnold on this Manitoba team really upping her communication, helping her team out, delivering with that pass for Bentley to be able to shoot the ball back to Syrinx at such a fast pace for her to crush that ball cross in between the block.
Syrinx with the serve, and that one is going way long. Didn't look good from the start.
Sounded like she contacted that ball with her wrist and not her full hand to really get on top of it, sending it far out the back.
So here's Lauren Tremblay. Uchechekwe tried to finish after the Bentley set. Johnston tried to finish too. Syrinx had to really adjust her body position. What a great diving play by Bentley. Manitoba sets up the defense. Almonte the return, and Uchechekwe. The violation against Alberta, the long rally ends in favor of Manitoba.
Manitoba, this is what we're talking about. They're working hard as a team here, and they were rewarded by that net touch on Alberta. Hard work pays off, and we're seeing that here right now.
Badowski pretty well in the middle, clips the net, diving play by Tremblay, and all sorts of chaos at the net will give the point to the Pandas.
Unlucky bounce off the net there for Manitoba, but lucky for Alberta.
Yeah.
They get the ball back here, and they're gonna look to really go on a service run to close out this set.
So back in is Misha Hamid. Served so well in the first set, didn't work out there. 19-12, Alberta still with a nice 7-point advantage.
Such a hard job coming in as a service specialist this late in the game consistently. It's very difficult to do.
Light Uchechekwe. This floats one to the back court. Tremblay, nap it. Guzan got it to the back corner. Great angle and elevation by Almonte. Guzan, great diving play. Syrinx, and then Bentley dropped it over. Short set middle. Dixon can't complete the point. Syrinx into the net, and a little anticlimactic in the end.
Yeah, credit to the Manitoba defense, though. They're picking up a lot more of Abby Guzen's hits. She has a tendency to tip the ball deep to one, and Uchichuku is there every time that rally to pick it up.
Here's Johnston. Lila Johnston. Net battle, and a great job by Bentley to keep the point going. In the middle, big block by Katojo. And then off the block, Guzen. 21-12, Alberta.
Again, such a smart option for Kolodi. She notices the difference in size with Bentley and Abby Guzen. And Guzen goes up swinging hard off of Bentley's hands for the point.
Here's Lila Johnston. Arnold had all sorts of trouble with it, and Syrinx will set it up. Straight up in the air. That's going to stay in play, though. And Alberta gets it over. And then the hit. The appeal for hands. And it did clip a hand, it looked like. Point to Manitoba.
Yeah, what a shot by Almonte. Going up against a much bigger block than she is. Really working on snapping her wrist on the top of that contact to get that topspin for the ball to land deep into the court.
So here's Bentley to serve. Set up in the middle. Dixon gets it over. Back set. Almonte. Great diving play by Johnston down the pipe. Kekakwe. Great defense again by Manitoba. Johnston. Set up, Syrinx, and a big point won by the Bison.
Wow, risky play by the Bisons, not going up for that Johnston back row hit, but their defense credits Manitoba. Huge dig. They're able to deliver with a classic textbook Syrinx hit.
Bentley, the serve again. And sent back, it looked like Guzen's shot. And Manitoba, is there a little run here? They reeled off.
Katojo with some swagger, going up with one hand and throwing that right back down on the Alberta side. Love to see it.
Bentley, great serve. Better play by Guzen, looks to finish. Uchechekwe set up for Syrinx, off the block, kept alive. Is it going over? It is. They'll set it up in the middle, and finally, Manitoba wins a point they thought they should have won before.
Scramble play on both sides of the net. Bentley able to deliver with a tight set, one-handed to her middle, who's able to deliver. Katojo, great job keeping with her at that point. Manitoba, they're on a roll here.
Let's take a look at that last point. 4 points in a row, Lauren, reeled off by Manitoba.
Yeah, definitely. They're doing a great job playing with some calm intensity, it looks like here. Katojo with the set. Little tight, but Bentley sticks with it. Katojo delivering with her opposite hand with the lefty. She's able to score.
It's pure athleticism and
Pure
instinct to get that
athleticism.
job done, right?
Yes, yeah. Yeah, definitely. She's a right-handed hitter, and going up with that left hand, there's plenty of opportunities to miss the ball or not deliver it over the net, but she does.
In the UBC McMaster game, we saw both teams go on 10-point runs during the course of the same set. Manitoba hoping to duplicate that. Is the mantra now the cliche of 1 point at a time?
Definitely. I think if you're Manitoba, you're just trying to remain calm, playing side-out ball. 1 point at a time will get you to that win. If you're Alberta, you're really looking to capitalize on some of those big points with a lot of energy in order to propel your team with some momentum into the rest of this set, but if not that, the rest of this game.
Katrina Bentley. Back on the service line. Does Alberta have the response? They do. They go to Guzen, and she delivers.
Yeah, Guzen is not afraid of this pressure moment right here, swinging high and hard off of Katojo's outside hand, not quite pressed over the net to score the point for Alberta.
Guzen will serve. Bentley up in the air, Syrinx. Well defended by Nappet. Right down the middle again, it is Abby Guzin.
Great hard hit by Syrinx there, but it's not quite enough. Nappet is there. Kolodi setting her hot hand in Guzin again with no block by Manitoba. They're really gonna have to put one up more consistently with her to be successful.
Alberta 2 points away from a 2-1 lead. Diving play by Nappet, can't keep it going though as Katojo provides the point.
Great option by Katojo. That wasn't quite in her wheelhouse, that set there, but she does a good job keeping with it and just popping it over that Alberta block for Nappet to make a diving attempt at it.
Situational serving substitution. Chloe Ellerbrock coming in for Manitoba. Nappet the return, they'll set it up and great block set up. Almonte and Badowski, and the violation gives Alberta multiple set point opportunities.
Wow, consistency is key, and Alberta's showing that right now. Their offensive options in Tremblay and Guzin on the pins will not be denied this set. They're playing so well with such a high hitting efficiency.
Janelle Skinner. Syrinx goes big, and really no other option facing set points. 24-18.
Bentley smart to go out to their all-star and Syrinx, showing she is fearless with that shot. What an awesome placement there. Almost hitting Alberta coach Carolyn O'Dwyer.
Andy Almonte. And set number 3. Bathed in green and gold. 25-18. Alberta looking good. They lead 2-1. That was a very efficient set by the Pandas.
Definitely. I think from the beginning they showed that they were in control of this game. They limited their serving errors a little bit more, and they went back to something that's familiar with them, was their block defense. Nappet picking up so many balls in that back row, and their middle blockers doing a great job shutting down that Manitoba offense.
Well, we got a good one here. Semifinal number 1 at the Burridge Gymnasium. Alberta 2, Manitoba 1. Manitoba looking to stay in this one. Set number 4 coming up next on CBC Sports.
Behind the glory. Watch, listen, stream, read CBC Sports.
Hey U Sports fans, check out shop.usports.ca for this week's promotional item from the Nike Team Collection. Visitez le shop.usport.ca pour en profiter de la promotion de la semaine de la collection Nike Team.
That'll wrap up our third set, and this time going to the Alberta Pandas. I've come back on to make the comment from earlier. What I meant to get to was that we did have a conversation with Coach Ken Bentley on Thursday, and he emphasized having a clean slate mindset. He talked about how great it was to beat UBC for that Canada West Championship, but they expect nothing more from that. And going into this Nationals tournament, they have to know that everything is earned. So now looking at this game, you have to wonder if that's the conversation that's being had during timeouts and set breaks, is realizing this isn't going to come easy because Alberta has done more than stand their ground. That being said, 2-1, Manitoba still very much in this game, and I think their fans can attest to that. They're here, definitely in the building. I got to give them credit because they're making their presence known. There's pom-poms here. There's actually some behind our media booth, and I'll send it right back over to our commentary.
All right, thanks very much, Mackenzie. It's a great point about that clean slate. So tough for Manitoba to do. They talked about their schedule that they had. They were in BC on Sunday on West Coast time, and basically they were here by, Wednesday? Eastern Standard Time. That's not easy to navigate and to turn the page on what happened in the weekend when you're in the air and back and forth and all that.
100%. There's a lot of variables in that Canada West schedule that have travel involved, and obviously Canada has a lot of time zones, and like you mentioned, it's definitely difficult. But as Mackenzie mentioned, any team that's down moving into a possible last set opportunity for Alberta here, it's can you leave everything in the past and really work to move forward as a team in a clean slate? Those past two sets didn't happen. We're rolling forward. We're ready to go here in the fourth set.
And that clean slate has the Manitoba focus on set number 4. They trail 2-1. Bentley will get us going in set number 4, and Guzin, the first opportunity. Syrinx can't finish. They go to Guzin again. Syrinx again. Alberta dropping it in is Kolodi. Gray finds hands. Opportunity. Bison's Gray again, tough roll shot. Net joust, and it's kept alive. Great diving play by Vucechicwu. Syrinx to finish. We continue on. Syrinx again to finish, and she can't drop it over. They go again, off the block, kept alive. And finally, Alberta runs out of miracles. An endless first point, spectacular volleyball. It goes to Manitoba.
We are witnessing something special here. Both these teams are making adjustments to the other team so fast at a pace that's so quick. Vucechicwu in the back row picking up Guzin on the far side. Manitoba blocking the middles effectively. This is just magic what we're watching.
Short set, tough job by Dixon to just get it over. They go to Ella Gray. Perfectly placed though was Johnston. Opportunity Manitoba, Gray again. Kind of misfired on that off speed. Outstanding play by Syrinx, down the middle. Vucechicwu. Dropped in, diving play by Syrinx. They're all sacrificing now. Right down the pipe. Tremblay can't finish. Here's Syrinx, blocks. What more can happen in the first 2 points as Katojo finally sends it out of bounds, 1-1.
2 back-to-back long rallies. Both these teams proving that they are in great shape. Shout out to both Alberta and Manitoba strength and conditioning coaches. This is why you train so hard during the year, for these moments and long rallies.
Guzin to serve. That one will clip the line for the ace.
Great serve by Guzin there. A lot of float on that ball. It's showing that it's going out, but then it dips and drops at that last second to find the line.
We've got the Alberta line judges in the crowd there to help us out with the calls.
Definitely.
Vucechicwu sets it up, back it goes, Gray. Johnston, perfect position, down the middle. Vucechicwu can't keep that one in play, and again, it is Abby Guzin.
Abby Guzin hitting from the back row is just as good as anyone's front row attacking right now. She is on a roll.
Kinesiology sport and recreation student from Sherwood Park, Alberta. Serve handled by Vucechicwu. Here is Syrinx, perfectly placed.
What a shot by Syrinx, oh my goodness. The ball is set so far inside for her. She's coming in and she's able to still get that line shot around Justine Kolodi's block. Very impressive.
Katojo. Nap it, not the best return, but a great job by the setter Kolodi in the middle to bail out the libero.
Slam dunk by Kolodi. She gets up there so high. I'm surprised Manitoba didn't put a block on that front row setter, but she takes advantage and slams it home.
Dixon. That was a complete misfire by Dixon. 4-3. Ella Gray. out of Surrey, BC. Tremblay, the return right down the middle and stepping up. Again, they went right down the pike to Guzin. Big block, though.
Yeah, there's that block we were just talking about. Manitoba adjusting, maybe perhaps even targeting Guzin now, who is clearly getting the majority of these sets for Alberta.
Tied at 4, Gray. Free opportunity, and that's no problem for Syrinx.
Syrinx takes full advantage of that overpass, going straight up to make sure she doesn't touch the net or go over, delivers that block for Manitoba.
Gray again on the serve. They will go to Tremblay. Manitoba stepping up the defense big time here in the fourth. Podolski and Syrinx were up.
Yeah, that's got to make you feel good as Syrinx. That's her second block in back-to-back points. They're looking to roll on that energy here.
Ella Gray. Good serve, short set middle, and a misfire between Collodi and Moore. 7-4 Bisons. It is Alberta calling the first timeout of the set, and it was the response Manitoba needed.
Yeah, definitely. I think Ken Bentley says his best when his team plays well, when they're staying calm, focusing on their goal, and I think they're getting back to the rhythm that they had previously in this tournament right now.
In a sport in which the points happen so fast, the setups happen so fast, it must be a real challenge for these players to maintain that calmness, because your intensity level is always high.
Yeah, definitely. There's so much adrenaline too, right? Which causes you to maybe make actions that you're not used to if you're moving too quickly. But he really credits his team to being emotionally steady consistently. They're always fighting, always, no matter where they are in a set. If they're down, if they're up, they don't ride the roller coaster of emotions. They're just so steady as a team, and I think that's why they are able to be so successful.
Well, a successful start to the fourth for Ken Bentley's team, who are looking to stretch this one to the max. Semifinal number 1. A spot in the final on the line. Gray back to serve. Set up for Tremblay. Uchechike driven over by Gray. Tremblay again kept off the nets. Only briefly, though, by Podolski. Point to Alberta.
Great job for Tremblay there. Right from the beginning, great pass all the way to Collodi in 2.5, and she's able to deliver again for her team here on the outside.
Collodi to serve. Gray the response, short set, Podolski.
Bentley choosing to go back to her middle option again, running it so smoothly and fastly through the middle. She's able to get it right in front of Nappet there on the Alberta side.
Rhea Syrinx needs a big serve, delivered a big serve. Uchechike did well, spectacular stuff by Nappet. Tough roll shot. And it's out of bounds, point to Manitoba.
Good intention there by Tremblay, noticing that the deep line shot was in fact open. She just had a little too much energy and power there to put it in the court.
Here's Syrinx. Big serve, short set, more denied by Podolski. They go to Tremblay, roll shot, and again it's Podolski. Outstanding defense.
Podolski saying, not today, Alberta. Back-to-back blocks by the middle blocker on the Manitoba side. Showing some energy as soon as that ball hits the ground. Leading by example here at the net.
Syrinx has been on the line for a while, and her time will come to an end, but Manitoba is out to a 10-6 lead here in the fourth. Lauren Tremblay. Back it goes to Manitoba.
Yeah, Alberta, slow start to this set for sure, making a little bit too many errors to really get too far into this set, so I'm sure they're going to look to really limit those as we move further here.
Radowski to serve, nap it on the return, they'll set it up. Johnston puts it down.
Definitely not an error there. So smart by Collodi getting her right side. Johnston involved, who's been quiet for this set. She's able to score so well around that Manitoba block.
Allie Moore sails one long. Tough to get the momentum going when you're committing service errors.
Definitely another error chalk one up for Alberta there. They're really gonna have to focus on that service line moving forward through this set.
Uchechukwu serving for Manitoba. Drops it in. Johnston off of hands. Set up in the middle. Tojo couldn't finish. Great attempt by Guzin. And then Ella Gray for Manitoba. Guzin, the finesse shot, clips the line.
Great option by Guzin. Noticing that Surings is a little bit further deep on that line shot. She tips it right over, right in front of her for the point.
Guzin, one of those players you have to check time and time again and see she is a first-year player. Lila Johnston on the serve. Gray the big hit. Johnston, Collodi to the right side. Guzin off hands. Uchechukwu, they go left side. Gray! And out of bounds. And Alberta now trailing only by 3.
They're on a little bit of a roll here. We'll see what happens on this service line, but Alberta Bears are back in this game.
Here's Lila Johnston again. They'll set it up. They're going back to Gray time and time again. That time through the defense. Side out to Manitoba.
Great swing by Gray there. She is in control of her game right now, really wanting that ball after her miss hit the point before, and she delivers that one.
Bentley to serve, right to the back middle. Sent over by Collodi, tried to catch everybody off guard. Gray from the right side pounds it down.
Katrina Bentley running such a smooth offense for Manitoba right now. Her release is so high. I can't even tell where she's gonna set the ball. She's so skilled.
Bentley serve, clips the net. Collodi gets it up, free opportunity put down by Gray. And it is all Ella Gray right now for the Bisons.
Ella Gray doing a great job taking some of that load away from Suring. She is offensively killing the ball so well and being such a huge threat at the net with her block.
Bentley the serve, that's gonna be an ace, and is there a timeout poised? It sure looks like it. Alberta in trouble in set number 4. Will take a timeout, trailing by 7. What has Manitoba done so well here in the 4th?
Yeah, Manitoba has really limited their errors for sure in the 4th there. They're able to execute their kills with a little bit more efficiency. They're serving really well and tough from that baseline. Suring's ran on a great run here early in this 4th set. And on the Alberta side, they haven't capitalized on all of their serves. A lot of errors on the service line and on the attacking as well. So I'm sure Caroline O'Dwyer here is chatting with her team to reset them, calm them down, and we're talking about that clean slate again. They're looking to wipe it clean, everything that's happened earlier in this set to be successful now.
You could see after that ace, there was no real celebration by Manitoba. They're keeping that calm that coaches have preached and talked about to us all tournament long.
Yeah, keeping their emotions in check, keeping steady, not getting too high, not too low, really just focusing on staying consistent right now.
So Manitoba out of the huddle. Katrina Bentley on the service line. She has done well. 4 points in a row by the Manitoba Bisons. They're looking for 5. And a big block, but just enough done by Guzin to get the side out.
Guzin gets lucky there. Katojo just didn't press fully over the net, so she sneaks it in front of her arms in the net for the point.
Guzin on the serve. Chechaku on the return. Short sets. Great diving play by Guzin in the back to deny Katojo. Great play by Katojo to get it over. They'll set it up on the left side. Tremblay has it sent back, and now you see the emotion from Manitoba. Well earned. Outstanding defense. Gray was there. Katojo was there. Syrinx were there. Great job.
Everyone was there. Katojo leading the way with that energy, though, after that huge block in the middle. Manitoba's really going to look to roll with that through these next couple of points.
Here is the serving substitution in Chloe Ellerbrock. Great misdirection by Kolodi to get the side out.
Kolodi disguises that dump so well. She's right-handed, but she goes up with both hands, dropping her dominant hand and pushing that ball over the net with her left, really causing Manitoba to see that late and then react after the ball's already on the floor.
Misha Hamid. Good serve by Hamid. Short set, and Badowski absolutely destroys it.
Manitoba getting back to what they know best is those quick middle runs. Moore is up in time, however, Badowski's able to hit around her to find an angle to score.
Here's Ella Gray. Set up right side, Tremblay. That is a great shot by Tremblay.
Wow, Tremblay delivering for her team. What a great leader on the court. Comes down, looks at her team, and fires them up with a big come on.
Kolodi clips the net, gets it over. They go back set. Great job stepping up by Kolodi, defending that Syrinx opportunity. Maybe they go to Syrinx again. No, they go middle set, and a great job by Guzin. Manitoba will try again. Uchechekwe, and it's Nappet diving. And then again, a great play in the backcourt by Bentley, and the point will end for Alberta. Tremblay and more outstanding defense.
Wow, what a rally and what a finish. Alberta strong at the net with their block. Manitoba Bisons, though, not letting it phase them. Quick to reset here.
Kolodi the serve, Arnold the return. Uchechekwe, what a great job to get up, but there's a violation, and it's going to go against Manitoba, and all of a sudden it's 18-15.
Yeah, Alberta's back in their game.
18-14, excuse me.
Just a little miscommunication on Manitoba side. Usually that ball is the left side's.
Kolodi sends it long, 19-14. Manitoba happy to get her away from the service line. Here's Rhea Syrinx. Hasn't been featured as much here in the fourth, but her teammates led by Ella Gray have been more than capable. That one is just long. Lauren Tremblay to serve. Uchechekwe, short set middle. Badowski had to really scramble to get it over. And what a shot by Abby Guzin, seeing the Manitoba defense and picking her spot.
Great hustle on the Alberta side by Tremblay and Kolodi. Tremblay reading that hit so well. Kolodi doing her best to stay off the net, and she was successful. Guzin finishing it off.
Pandas are chipping away at this Manitoba lead. Tremblay serving down the line. Chechikwe on the response, and there's another point. So no, they're going to give it on the net violation to Manitoba, 20-16.
Looks like Johnston was getting the call there, being over the net for that tight set ball. She's going to look to go straight up and down, not pressing her hands over the net to limit Manitoba's ability to set the ball.
So here's Badowski. Back set, and that is spectacular by Lila Johnston.
Johnson has been a consistent force for Alberta this whole game, delivering hard hits through the seam of the block. She's doing such a good job reading that defense on the Manitoba side to score for Alberta.
Janelle Skinner in to serve. Almonte plays it, set up. And a Chechikwe with just too much power.
That it was so much power over to Chechikwe, going over the block on Alberta to score. Too much strength.
So here is Lida Chechikwe, ready to serve. Alberta trying to clip into this lead. They haven't been able to get it down to more than 3. Big strike cross court, Almonte. Guzin blocked. And they're finding the answer for Guzin here in the 4th. And that answer is Eve Katojo.
Katojo has Guzin's number this set. Wow, she is reading her approach and her swing so well. Presses hard over the net to deny her that option for attack.
Chechikwe the serve, good. Backcourt serve, they'll go right again to Guzin. And on the net, or a violation called against Manitoba.
Both offenses are running so fast that both teams are finding themselves getting called on the net, having to deal with this fast offense that both setters are running effectively.
Lila Johnston. Pandas trail by 4, floats one to the back court. Scrambling already, Almonte just gets it over. Peloti with the set, and they keep on going back to Guzin, 22-19.
Yeah, you would never guess Alberta is down here in this set. All smiles on the court. Guzin playing so well without any hesitancy on her side, delivering high over the block. Kill for Alberta.
Return, set up, and it's Almonte. Great diving play, nap it. Peloti gets it set up. Guzin gets it over. Free shot for Guzin! And it's 22-20. Timeout called by Manitoba. The Pandas are coming back.
Yes, after a party ball like that from Alberta and Guzin, you have to bring the team in on Manitoba's side, reset, stop the momentum and the bleeding right now.
Let's take a look at this last point that sent us into the timeout.
Almonte doing a great job with her 5-7 frame, going up against a huge Alberta block, but Nappet picks it up on the backcourt, and Guzin so smart, going up there, able to stay off the net and deliver that awesome party ball that everyone loves to see.
Talked about Guzin, and you said that in the middle that Katojo started to have her number, but Alberta wasn't faced. They kept going back to her.
Yes, kept going back to her. That just shows how much confidence this team has in their first-year All-Star. They're treating her exactly like they would any veteran, providing her with the confidence to be able to deliver on shots like that.
The comparable, I think, from the McMaster side of things is Olivia Juliana, a rookie who plays much older than her first-year status.
Definitely, I agree.
Lila Johnston. This is where champions are made. This point in matches, short set. Katojo has become a feature performer here in the fourth.
Katojo on fire here in this fourth set. She is in position 2 right now, so Manitoba's really going to want to capitalize on this rotation so they can keep Katojo in the front court to deliver on attacks and blocks.
Ace delivered by Katrina Bentley. Set point.
Wow, what a great serve by Bentley. Such hard, heavy float on that ball. Drops right in front of Guzin for the point.
A well-put oxymoron, high-heavy float, but
Yes.
it works. Alberta to stay in the set. They go right in the middle, and we haven't seen Ronnie Dixon in a little while, but she delivers.
Definitely Ronnie Dixon, great approach with a lot of speed, able to deliver a huge hit for Alberta at such a clutch time into deep 5 for the point.
Abby Guzin serving to keep the Pandas in this set. If Manitoba gets this point, we're headed to a 5th. Syrinx, though, can't get the job done. 24-22.
Oh, that would have been so cool. One-handed set by Bentley, pushes it out with such fire. To Syrinx, is just a little off the net for what Syrinx was expecting, and she hits it into the net, unfortunately. Another chance here, though.
1 set point saved. Bentley gets it. That one is long. They're going to appeal for hands, and it did hit hands. Alberta, Manitoba, all points east and all points west. We're going 5 in the U Sports Women's Volleyball Semifinal.
What a swing by Almonte there to finish off the set. With such confidence, she swings high, hard, off of Ronnie Dixon's block to score the point for Manitoba and force a 5th.
5th set coming up. Somebody's booking a spot in the final tomorrow night. Alberta or Manitoba? 5th next on CBC Sports.
They don't do it for the likes or for the shares. They do it for the fun of it, for the thrill, for the camaraderie, for the memories. CBC Sports, just because they love it.
Marquis here, president of Canuck Stuff, and this is a short video. Overkill Short. Get yours today at overkill.ca.
As we take a quick look at the statistical numbers, not a lot of difference you're noticing, Lauren Bredner, between the two teams.
Both these teams are playing to the best of their ability right now. Dig 64 on Alberta side, 63 on Manitoba side. Hitting percentage 267 Alberta, 257 Manitoba. They're so close, 4 differences in the kills. This is great volleyball we're watching right now.
Abby Guzin, 26 kills in 53 attacks. All sorts of things going on for U Sports, including the U Sports Hockey Championships. The University Cup is happening right now downtown Toronto at TMU University, the beautiful facility down there, University of New Brunswick, looking to run the table for the season and win the championships. You can catch that all on CBC Sports, as this is presented by Mikasa, as is that. But here we go, 5 sets, 15 points to get to the final. Would you want to be any other place than right here, right now?
Absolutely not. I want to be right here watching both these teams go point for point is what I'm expecting to see based on these stat lines. A lot of kills, a lot of digs, and I'm hoping a lot of good serves as well this set.
Both teams will have their full complement of timeouts here in the 5th set. Even though it only runs to 15, you gotta win by more than 1. Manitoba will get us underway. Katrina Bentley. First points will go to Alberta. Clever play by Kolodi.
Kolodi getting it done there. Taking charge for this Alberta team with the first kill on the board.
Abby Guzin, a little smile on her face as she comes right down the middle. Almost gets to the line. It was a great diving play by Gray, and then a beautiful shot. Goodness me, I didn't think she had the room to get it, but Syrinx delivers.
Yeah, Alberta, I think, was waiting for the call for the double on Uchetuku there. Didn't get the call, was not expecting that smoke of a hit by Syrinx for the kill.
43rd attack, 19th kill for Syrinx. Floating, drifting serve by Katojo, off speed for Tremblay. Katojo the set, Gray off hands, 2-1 Manitoba.
Great set by Katojo coming in there as a middle, taking that second ball, pushing it all the way out for Gray to give her so many options. Goes high and hard off of those Alberta hands.
Here is Eve Katojo. Kolodi sets it up. Tremblay with the roll shot. They'll go right down the pipe. Kekakwe, great job by Johnston. This time it's Gray with a tremendous amount of power. 3-1 Manitoba.
Alberta doing a great job reading the Manitoba offense really well, being in the right place. They're just not able to absorb the power of the Manitoba offense right now with successful digs.
This one, by the way, is our second straight fifth setter, Lauren Bredner. So keep the energy level, keep the hydration going for the broadcasters too. These athletes are leaving it all on the court, just like Abby Guzin, coming right down the pipe.
Guzin, she is fearless going after that ball. Kolodi doing a great job leading her so she's able to contact that high in front of her body and deliver that kill.
Ronnie Dixon. Handled by Arnold. Syrinx sent back, another opportunity for the Bison in the middle. Oh my goodness, Bydowski 4-2.
Those Manitoba middles, they're feeling themselves right now during this game. And another great option, Katrina Bentley delivers the set to Bydowski, puts it away with authority.
Ella Gray. This needs to be a response by the Pandas. They go to Tremblay. Back set, Syrinx. Great play by Johnston. Down the middle, just dropping it over is Guzin. Set up in the middle for Bydowski. They'll go to Tremblay again with the roll shot. Diving play in the back. And Uchetuku can't finish. And off the block, finally Bydowski gets the job done. Ali Moore desperately tried. 5-2 Bisons.
Oh my goodness. The defense on both of these teams digs everywhere. Knappett, Arnold. They're putting the team on their backs here in the backcourt.
Set up in the middle for Moore, can't deliver. Here's another opportunity. Great play, Johnston defending Syrinx. Tremblay gets it over. Uchetuku, and it is out of bounds.
Wow, great job for the Alberta block, setting up nice and strong. Uchetuku had no choice but to hit around it, and unfortunately hit it just wide off the sideline.
Here's Kolodi. Line drive serve handled by Arnold. Great defense by Knappett. Net joust, and they will call the violation on Alberta. 6-3 Bisons.
Bisons are on a roll right now, getting a few lucky calls going their way with some net violations on Alberta's side. And Manitoba Bisons are really showing their maturity and experience right here in this fifth set when it matters.
Ella Falcone, how about this opportunity to come in for your first action? Set number 5 as a situational server. Tremblay blocked. Ichechukwu. Second opportunity, what a block! Ali Moore.
Moore seemingly out of nowhere comes up with the block for Alberta. What a point. They're fired up. Tremblay to serve. Oh my goodness.
Tremblay, Ichechukwu handles it. They go in the middle and a good diving play. Kolodi, net battle dropped over by Moore. Here's Ichechukwu and nap it there. They go middle set again, and this time Badowski makes it 7-4 for the Bisons.
Wow. Nap it. Great dig on the Alberta side. Unfortunately, goes over the net, giving them almost a free ball situation. What's Bentley going to do? Runner middles. Badowski, great option there.
So Badowski, an 8th point will send us to switching sides. Across, right down the line, powerful strike, Abby Guzin, all night long.
Yeah, we see that mix match again on that side between Bentley and Guzin. Kolodi so smart, taking full advantage of that. Guzin high over the top of Bentley's block, down onto the court. Alberta is still in this game.
Alberta hoping for the magic that Misha Hamid delivered in the first set when she had an ace, helping lead Alberta to a first set victory. That one's going long, and it is long. And we will switch sides. It is Manitoba, though, with the advantage, 8-5. The intensity here in the Burridge Gym, Lauren, is thick.
Yes, definitely. Very thick. There's a lot of dedicated fans here that have traveled for Manitoba and Alberta. And I think it'll come down to who has the most support, who's able to deliver in this pressure-filled situation. A lot of pressure right now.
Both teams are back on their respective sides and they're ready to go. Light Ichechukwu on the serve for the Bison. We're not at the point that either team can sense victory. There's way too much volleyball to be played. Ichechukwu on the serve. Kolodi the back sets. Johnston defended by Syrinx. They go down the line. Great diving play made, and it's Alberta who finishes. They go back to the bread and butter of the team, Abby Guzin.
Wow, Abby Guzman, so good. That ball was so high, which normally sometimes can throw off a hitter's rhythm in terms of their approach timing, but she's so patient, waits for that ball, delivers a hard, heavy hit and scores.
Ace delivered by Lila Johnston. What a time to get an ace.
Very clutch for Johnston there on that back row. Service line, as we talked about, Alberta really wanted to limit those serving errors, and they are doing that right now in this 5th set.
It was 8-5 Manitoba when we made the turn, and the team switched sides. Johnston now serving to make it 8-8. To the left side, dropped over by Gray. And it's tied up again. They go Guzin right side.
Guzin, great job. Again, staying patient, not letting this pressure situation really get to her at all. Hard hit.
3 in a row by Alberta to claw back that 3-point lead. Johnston serving. Service error, side out. Manitoba leads 9-8.
Such a tight set, and I think right now Manitoba is sighing of relief. Bentley is in the backcourt now. This is the best rotation for them to have all of their hitters available in the front row to finish this set.
Katrina Bentley's serve has been trouble for Alberta. Great play by Syrinx on the defense, and then Syrinx just absolutely buried it, almost rearranged the face of Abby Guzin, who was trying to defend that.
Trying and not succeeding. Rhea Surinks, what an angle, hits it so sharp into the chest of Guzin. Oh my goodness, what a shot.
Timeout taken by Alberta. Manitoba up 10-8, and again, this is normally where you see the stars shine, and Rhea Surinks, of course, the best player in Canada, is certainly one of those stars, and what a delivery here.
Yeah, definitely. You hear a lot of teams talk about it's a privilege to play in this pressure, and all of these athletes, Guzin, Surinks here, they want to be here in this moment, and they are delivering time and time again in these pressure situations. They're playing with no fear. So impressive.
It was a quick turnaround for Alberta. They were not in the huddle long. They were back out on the court ready to go with 30 seconds left in the timeout practically.
They know what they have to do. They know what they have to do, and they're confident in their abilities. Not much to be said in this timeout other than let's go outside out this 1 point, get out of this rotation that works for Manitoba, and move on.
These teams won a 5-setter that was won by Alberta back in February. Different stage this time. Net joust scrambling by Manitoba. Surinks. Nap it there to defend. Kolodi, what a shot by Guzin, and what a set by Justine Kolodi.
Great option again. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more sets to Guzin and Surinks as this game gets to be a little bit closer to the end here.
10-9. Clipping the net is Guzin. Short set. Katojo couldn't deliver. We're tied up. 10-10. You don't need me to say who it was. You know who it was, number 21.
We already know it's Guzin. Back row, front row, she's always an option for this Alberta team, always.
Timeout taken by Manitoba. When the timeout was taken by Alberta, it was 10-8. Two straight 10-10.
Yeah, both coaches showing a lot of trust in their team and confidence. There's not a lot being said in these timeouts here that are technical or tactical adjustments. It's a lot of belief, reassuring, and really focusing on getting the side out. If you're Manitoba here, and Carolyn's reassuring her team in Alberta that they can keep going with this momentum.
This time it's Manitoba out of their huddle quickly. And on the court at the 30-second mark left in the timeouts, Alberta will slowly make their way onto the court. They have the serve. We're tied at 10. It is the 5th set. Abby Guzin. Great serve, Guzin. Great defending, Surinks. And again, nap it. Tremblay, great diving play made. Surinks, and this time the dive was from the back row, and Guzin, and a huge block. Eve Katojo.
Wow, Katojo and Gray doing such a good job. They noticed that that ball is set on the inside of the court. Gray doing a great job stepping inside, making that block steal for her and Katojo to get the block.
Chloe Ellerbrock coming in as the server. Nap it. They'll set it up for Tremblay, sent back. Gray up there, Badowski up there. Gray diving. Bentley, Surinks. Denied, is it in? It is! We're tied at 11, what a block! Everybody in the gym holding their breath, waiting for the call.
Yeah, out of system play on the Manitoba side. The Alberta block was set and waiting for that Surinks. It was able to capitalize on that with a huge block, timely block.
Skinner to serve. Great serve. Arnold gets it up. Surinks, great roll shot. It is out of bounds though. Pandas with the lead, 12-11.
Tough set for Surinks there. Coming from behind her head, it's so difficult to see the ball with vision of the court on the other side. And unfortunately delivers that just out the sideline.
Janelle Skinner. Chechiku played it. Surinks just gets it over. Cross court Tremblay, Bentley sets it up. Gray can't finish. Bentley, Gray again. Off the hands of Ali Moore, just couldn't keep it in play, 12-all.
Bentley's really keeping us on our toes here. You would think that she'd go to Surinks at one point in that rally, but back again to Gray, really leaving Alberta to adjust on the fly. And they are not able to seal that block on Gray effectively there.
Here's Gray. Serving. Knapp at the return. Short set in the middle! Ali Moore!
Knapp it, fantastic pass for the Bears. Kalodi has all of her options available for her. Runs quick to Moore in the middle for the point.
13-12 Alberta. The timeout is called by Manitoba. A fifth set that has delivered everything the first four sets delivered and more.
And more is right. They're going point for point here in the fifth set. These teams are so evenly matched. This is such a great matchup here with Alberta and Manitoba. Familiar opponents. They've both adjusted so well to each other.
Here's that last point.
Knapp it. Awesome platform directed right at Kalodi. So smart to run that middle option. That's working actually for both teams really, really well here this game.
Manitoba, the Canada West champions. Alberta won over Fraser Valley in the bronze medal game. Uchechiku can't finish. Knapp it with the set. Johnston well defended. Uchechiku! Knapp it there again. They'll go to Tremblay and a great diving play by Bentley. Surinks goes big. Again, it's sent back. It's blocked. Kept alive. And the point will go to Manitoba. A spectacular point by both teams.
Oh my goodness. Great diving play by Bentley to keep that ball in play for Manitoba. And their block between Badowski and Uchechiku just presses so well over the net to seal it. No opportunity to score there for Alberta.
Somebody's getting a match point. It's Surinks on the serve. Great serve by Surinks. Diving play made by Guzan. They'll set it up for Uchechiku. And alertly there was Arnold. Short set off the block. No, it's off the net. And it is match point for Manitoba.
Wow, great patience on the Manitoba side to let that ball fall out of bounds without going for it. The Alberta side, Coach O'Dwyer is a little upset that there's no double calls being directed the Manitoba way, but she's going to really look to refocus her team here and keep them in the game with their focus.
The score, you see, tells all the story right now.
Yes, game point for Manitoba. This more experienced team is looking to really keep going with this next 1 point is all they need to book their ticket to the finals, but Alberta is not done. They're just getting started here.
Well, Rhea Surinks is made for big moments. Questionable at one point due to injury. Surinks now serving to send her team to the final. High toss, great serve. They set it up. Tremblay off the block, kept alive. Uchechiku gets it over. They'll set it up again for Tremblay. Oh, what a diving play made by Gray. And Surinks into the net. We're tied at 14.
Wow. What a rally. Neither of these teams are quitting. Neither of them. They're not letting any single ball drop to the ground. Tremblay doing such a good job. She must be exhausted from back-to-back attempts to hit, but doing such a good job keeping that ball in play.
Tremblay to serve. Achechiku, Bentley. Achechiku blocked. It is out. And it is, oh no, who are they giving the point to? It was mistakenly given to Alberta. It belongs to Manitoba. So they got to switch the score as we take a look at the replay.
Yeah, Achechiku does a good job finding those hands, but the block was not fully formed, dropping that inside hand for the ball to go out of bounds for the tool.
Second match point for Manitoba. This time it's Brenna Badowski to serve. Long.
Wow, that
15.
That ball was close to the service line there. Great read by Tremblay to leave the ball, trusting that it was going out of bounds for Alberta point. We're tied again.
If this was a movie, that point would have gone in slow motion. Here's more. And it's a third match point for Manitoba. Light Achechiku, charged with the task of serving. Great serve. Kalodi sets it up, and we will play on. Tied at 16, Abby Guzin.
Great shot by Guzin. This rotation that we're in favors Alberta. Guzin in the front row against Bentley on the Manitoba side. This is exactly the lineup that Alberta wants to see as we're late into this fifth set.
Alberta's fought off 3 match points. They'd love to get one of their own. It hits Syrinx. It hits Syrinx as it was going out of bounds. It's an ace, but oh my goodness. Alberta is serving for the match. Lila Johnston. They set it up. Gray! On St. Patrick's Day, the green and gold of Alberta will play in the final. The U Sports Women's Volleyball Championship. We have witnessed an absolute classic here at the Burridge Gymnasium. The standing ovation is for both teams. We'll come back with the post-game after this. Alberta going to the final. Back after this on CBC Sports.
Mark Hughes here, president of Canuck Stuff. And this is a short video. Overkill short. Get yours today at overkill.ca.
Back inside the Burridge Gymnasium, both teams lined up for the Mikasa Players of the Game. I'm going to step away and give it to every single player on both teams right now, though I know they will pick 2 individuals. Spectacular.
Spectacular play. We might not see better volleyball the rest of this weekend. This was a highlight match for me, and I think for everyone who played and observed this as well.
Alberta fights off 3 match points against Manitoba. She's got to get the Mikasa Player of the Game. I just want you to read some of Abby Guzin's statistics here.
Gladly. Abby Guzman ended the game with 33 kills, only 7 errors. Her hitting percentage was .406. You might not ever see a game where someone's hitting .406. Like it's that good and technically sound for a freshman to have these numbers is beyond impressive. Beyond. Only 2 service errors, 7 digs, 35 points in that game for Guzman.
And she does get the Mikasa Player of the Game. And Syrinx gets the player of the game for Manitoba. Listen, this is the first sign of her limping just slightly as she comes to get the player of the game. You forget this athlete was questionable due to injury. She never left the court.
Never left the court, and still very impressive stat line of her own. 20 kills, leading her team. 10 errors, a little bit high, but still, like, her percentage of 182, very respectable for Syrinx, especially if she's battling an injury.
Shout out to the setters. Collodi, 55 assists. Katrina Bentley, 52 assists. What more can you say?
Can't say much more, and not enough good things can be said about the setters in this game. Both of them coming in here so confident in their offense, in themselves, in the abilities of their team. They were able to run such an effective offense for both of their teams, really spreading it out, giving the most opportunities for their hitters to be successful. And also credits to the liberos also, I think we have to say. So many digs coming out of Knappett, 34, 21 for Julia Arnold. They really controlled the back row and led with confidence and provided great leadership for their teams as well.
The degree of difficulty as well for both of the liberos as well. We have Manitoba coming towards us, obviously heartbroken. This was a performance for the ages. You could run these teams out on the court tomorrow and they'll play 5 sets and it could fall Manitoba's way. It's just how close these teams are.
Definitely. Canada West is a very strong division in women's volleyball, and we're seeing that right now. It's anybody's game. The quality of compete on all of the teams that are here from Canada West is so high that you're right, it could be anybody's game on any given day.
So Manitoba, Canada West finalists, or winners, excuse me, but they fall just short. We will go courtside with Mackenzie Barwell, who is waiting to talk to the player of the game.
Abby, congratulations. I honestly have no words right now. Player of the game, you finished with 28 points. Can you just start by telling me how you're feeling, not only coming off a stellar individual, but also team performance now going into the national final tomorrow?
I think I'm pretty ecstatic right now. We're super pumped for tomorrow already. This game meant a lot to us. We all put it all on the line, especially for our 2 seniors. That's why we're all crying at the end, man. It was all for them right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, the emotions are running high. Now, I have to ask, toward the end, it's quite literally neck and neck. What was going through your mind when you're up to serve and really make those hits at really, really crucial points?
Honestly, I was doing well all game, so I was just like, keep doing the same things. I knew what was working. The team was like, let's just get a high pass. We can put it away. We know that. So.
Well, you did, and we're looking forward to seeing more tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time. Good luck. Go celebrate with your team. Back to you guys.
Thanks very much, Mackenzie. The only sign we know that she's a young player is just how young that she looks. Everything else she's done, she looks like a veteran.
Definitely such an unselfish player there, really claiming the team for that victory, even though her stat line was by far the most impressive for her team. She's so team focused, and I think that will serve her well as she moves forward with the Alberta program.
Manitoba goes to the bronze medal game. They will play either Acadia or UBC. Alberta will book a spot in the final and play the winner of Acadia and UBC. Buckle up, we've got UBC and Acadia coming up in a little more than 30 minutes. Steve Clark for Lauren Bredner saying good evening for now. You've been watching U Sports Women's Volleyball as we take a look at the final point here, the celebration on, and that one was the one that led to the match point, sorry. And this one here, I believe, is the match point, Lauren. I'm bringing you in again.
Yeah, definitely. This was match point. Ball just flying a little long there. Alberta win.
More to come next on CBC Sports. Okay.
U Sports on CBC, presented by les championnats U Sport à Radio-Canada. Une présentation du gouvernement du Canada, the Government of Canada. Nike, just do it. Faites-le. Fox 40, celebrating more than a decade of the Fox 40 U Sports Coach of the Year program. Fier partenaire des prix de l'entraîneur de l'année U Sport. Veraburn, medical supply partner of varsity athletics since 1979. Partenaire du sport universitaire depuis 1979. Barron, exclusive supplier of U-Sports Championship rings. Le fournisseur exclusif des bagues des championnats U-Sport. Et par Mikasa, l'étoile montante du volleyball, le V200W, ballon officiel de U-Sport. And by Mikasa, maker of volleyball's hottest star, the V200W, official volleyball of U-Sports.